Today, I'm showing you the exact Japanese routine I used to go from failing university to engineering honors. I'm giving you the 1-3-7 protocol. I know the frustrations of a leaky bucket syndrome. I remember being suspended from university. I was sitting in my room staring at a textbook for 6 hours straight, only to wake up the next morning and realized I couldn't explain a single concept. I thought I was just bad at learning. But then, as an engineer, I started looking at memory as a system, not a talent. In my journal, I wrote, I feel like I'm running on a treadmill. I'm putting on the effort, but I'm not moving forward. I read, I forget, and I repeat. The problem wasn't my effort, it was my architecture. It was my system. If you're tired of knowing but not retaining, you aren't slow. You just use the 20th century cramming method. If you follow this Japanese rhythm, I guarantee you will turn your brain from a leaky bucket into a steel trap. Step 1. Align with the forgetting curve. The first mistake is fighting biology. People forget nearly 70% of what they learn within 24 hours if they don't review it. Western students try to build the road by walking back and forth 100 times in one day. That's called cramming. It's inefficient. Japanese students walk the trail once, then come back right as the grass starts to grow. The action. Stop rereading your notes. Instead of spending 2 hours reading a chapter on Sunday, read it for 45 minutes, then schedule for 4 5-minute reviews. You don't need more time, you need better timing. Step 2. The 1-3-7 protocol. The core of the Japanese student routine is the spaced repetition rhythm. When students space out the review sessions, they perform significantly better than those who cram. This is the 1-3-7 system. You review 1 day after learning, then 3 days after learning, and then 7 days after learning. Each review sharpens the blade of the memory right before it dulls. I implemented this while working my 7 to 3 retail shift. I didn't have hours to study, I had gaps. I did the same while studying Spanish. I installed an app called Anki and reviewed 10 to 15 new words each day in my gaps. 10 minutes while waiting for a bus, 2 minutes during a tea break. After a few months, I had learned 500 words easily and stress-free. The action. Use your commute or your break for micro reviews. Review your core notes on day 1 on the train. Check them again on day 3 whilst eating lunch. And finally, check on day 7. By day 8, that knowledge is a part of your permanent hardware. Step 3. Active retrieval. In Japan, they don't just look at notes. They use recall. Consistency builds memory retention. Small daily victories strengthen the Japanese memory through repetition and focus. Most people recognize information and think they know it. That's a trap. Recognition is passive. Retrieval is active. For example, looking at the weight in the gym won't make you strong. Lifting it will. Retrieval is lifting the information out of your brain without looking at the source. Action. Close the book. Write down everything you remember on a blank sheet. Don't highlight your book. That's coloring in, not learning. Read a page, close it, and tell the wall what you just read. If you can't explain it to the wall, you don't know it. Step 4. The boredom buffer. Japanese students utilize quiet preparation. A culture of small daily victories strengthen memory through repetition and focus. We live in a world of constant input. If you study for 40 minutes and then immediately scroll to TikTok, you are overwriting your neural paths with garbage. Your brain needs buffer time to move information from short-term to long-term storage. As an engineer, I call this data saving. Step 5. Environment designs. Willpower fails, systems win. By the time I finish an 8-hour shift in a retail stockroom, my brain is fried. I don't have the willpower so I designed my environment so I didn't have to choose. Design your life so that high-performance activities are the path of least resistance. Action. Set your recall station the night before. For example, put your notebook on your pillow. Put your 1-3-7 schedule on the fridge. Make the right choice the only choice. I want to be real with you. I'm not a natural genius. I'm nobody special. I'm just somebody who works consistently and developed this discipline. I'm a retail worker who refused to stay in the loop. For a long time, I felt like a procrastinator with potential. But once I stopped studying and started engineering, everything changed. My zero GPA, my suspension was the result of a bad system, a lack of focus. The engineering honors degree was the result of a Japanese rhythm of discipline, goal setting, and consistency. You have the raw tenacity. You just need the protocol. If you're ready to stop leaking information and start building an edge, subscribe and join the HAP. Grab the Neural Edge blueprint in the description. It includes my 137 tracker template. Pick one thing you learned today, review it tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, till next time.